Hi friends, happy Black Friday. Do y'all hear that music? You know what that's off of? A vintage Christmas. Yes. Listen, we are past Thanksgiving, so it is time for you to go ahead and download that A Vintage Christmas. If you have not already done so, support your girl. Download A Vintage Christmas. You can download it from anywhere you like to get your music, whether it be Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you'd like, anywhere you listen to music. Go ahead and download A Vintage Christmas. You can search Kim Sharell and I will come up. It's so exciting to be able to just pull my music and see my music come up. So yeah, I don't normally go live on this particular Facebook page, so it's kind of cool, but I can't really see the names. I don't know if I'm not doing something right, but I want to get on here specifically and talk about what I began talking about on my Instagram page. I said I was going to go live, so here I am going live. So my post earlier, I simply was talking about how I had began my day-to-day goal planning, goal setting, thinking about 2020. I got my new planner in that I got from my favorite store, Amazon. Anybody knows me know that's my favorite. And so I went on to order that. It came in and I love it. It's pretty simple. I actually ordered another one, and because I had two of them, I had an idea I was going to use one for business, one for fun and pleasure. But I didn't like the other one, so I'm going to send it back and probably get maybe a second one of these because they had them in different colors. And the best part, it was only $5, not even kidding you. And it's pretty legit, like a sufficient planner. But yeah, so hopefully my music is not too loud. I can't really tell what it sounds like on your end. Let me know if my music is too loud. But you're hearing music from A Vintage Christmas. Hey, Shaq Dizzle. Hello, bestie. So yeah. So how was your Black Friday? Anybody chime in? Let me know what y'all did. How's your day been? What stores did you hit up? I want to know where you spent your money at today. What did you do? Because guess what your girl did? Guess how many stores your girl went to today? I didn't go to anybody's store today. I stayed right here in my house. I did all kinds of beneficial, good, productive stuff. And I saved my money in the stores. Listen now, there's no shade. Hey, I used to love going out in the stores in that hustle and bustle craziness, fighting over products in the store with people and getting out there at the crack of dawn and, you know, when it's cold with hot cocoa, all kinds of stuff. Hey, I'm not judging you. I used to love to do it, but I did not do it today. Well, I take it back. I did go into the stores, but it was online. I did online shopping today. The boys put in a couple of requests, so I got a couple of Christmas gifts out the way. But my favorite thing that I bought today, I invested in myself. I invested in my business, and I purchased some self-development products. So probably for the last 3 to 4 years, I have been intentional about buying self-development purchases on Black Friday. So let me challenge you to start doing that. Instead of looking for the latest material thing or items we want to buy for our kids that they're not even going to know where it is in 6 months, right? Why don't we invest in ourselves? So I purchased a course from one of my favorite business boss ladies, and I'm going to use it to give me some knowledge and some things that I didn't know. So how about that? That's some food for thought. Have you looked for the latest sales on something like some self-development and some courses? So that's a good segue into what I want to talk about today. Life coaching and what it is and why it's a good idea to consider life coaching. I've already done a video on the basics of life coaching, what life coaching is and what life coaching is not. So you can go look for that on my wall, on my Facebook or my Instagram. You should be able to find that video. I think it's called Life Coaching, What You Need to Know or something like that. But today I want to talk a little bit more specifically about why anybody would benefit from life coaching, and as well as what I offer as a life coach, and answer any questions that I might get. If I get any, I'm not sure if I will. So let's get into it. So what life coaching is. I said this in my other video, but life coaching at the very basic definition is hiring a service, hiring someone that is a life coach, be it they are certified or they are not, but they have built a name and a model around coaching you in a particular area of life, right? And they're trying to get you from one place to another. So they are focused and dedicated on you as a client to get you from one place to another. What I found helps life coaching be so beneficial is because people invest their money and their time into saying, okay, let's do this, right? So when someone is investing their money, then they're most likely to follow through with it. So yeah, like we have positive friends. We have, we can go to church and we can get inspiration. We can get direction and instruction from maybe Bible studies, and those are wonderful, great assets. I use them myself. But there's a difference in hiring someone for a service. So think about any other service that you would hire someone for, right? You're looking for an end result. Like, what is it that you're trying to accomplish out of hiring someone for a particular thing? So when you're talking about life coaching, you have people that are normally focused in a particular area. So I am a life coach that focuses on mindset. I focus on resilience, and I focus in holistic overall self-development. Those are things that I am versed in, I have studied in, I have certifications in from years and years of skill development, as well as life experience, which is like probably the best part to me, right? When you have someone or life coach that has gone through, not only have studied it and learned it, but has also gone through what it is that you want them to help you with, then you feel a lot more at ease and comfortable, believing that they can get you to where you're trying to go. All right. So that's what I have for life coaching and what it is. Anybody got any questions before I continue? My two favorite people are on right now. Hi, Shakira. Hi, Christian. All right. So why life coaching is a good idea for just about anybody. right? I can't really think of anybody that would not benefit from having a life coach, because when you're going throughout life, there are areas in your life that you don't know what you don't know, right? You may know that you're not achieving a particular thing in a particular area, but you don't know why or how to get unstuck from where you are. So you seek someone out to help you get there, right? For instance, a good example and an easy one that we can all relate to and understand is if you're trying to have weight loss. That's the one that all of us can relate to, right? Health and fitness, weight loss. Sometimes we have a goal of weight loss, but we don't know how to get there. Or we need accountability to get there. Or we may know a few steps, but we are missing some things, because obviously if you're not getting to where you want to be, then you're missing some pieces. So what you call in like reinforcements. You call in people to help you get there. And that's what life coaching is all about. It's someone that's fully invested in a particular area that you're trying to get to. So for me, I like to ask clients, because all of my clients have come to me with goals. They normally, with my particular experience with my clients, they normally have goals that they're trying to achieve. Like, for instance, a career goal. They always normally have some type of health and wellness and fitness goal. They also have some type of relationship goals, people that are important to them. They have business goals, and maybe some type of like fun goals, right? So I focus in on asking my clients a series of questions to really get down to what's really important to them. What is it that they value the most? And then once we narrow that down, we start weeding down, like out of 15 topics that they want to bring to me, we start narrowing it down to what's really important, because they may come to me not really knowing. But the more we converse and the more we focus, we figure that out. So I ask questions like, possibly, what is it that you're believing that you need to get rid of, right? What kind of disempowering beliefs that you have that are not serving you? What kind of beliefs do you need to pick up that will help you? What kind of people are you surrounding yourself with that is not serving you? How can you find new people and new places to be able to support the goals and the visions and the dreams that you have for your life and your future? And how do you want to show up as your best self in your future? And who is that? So are you trying to become your best, for instance, your best motherhood? What does that best mothering look like to you? The best leader to the group of people that you serve regularly, right? What does that look like to you? Let's get some envisioning going, some real goals and some dreams going in that direction. Like, let's focus on what that truly looks like. If you've never really thought about it, let's see what the best mother or the best sister or the best brother, your fullest potential looks like in that particular area. And then let's go after it. And so I have a program that I have coming up called Self-Work Champions. And I am going to use my passion and my skill and my expertise to help my clients become their best self on a holistic level. I really like that work. I am an instructor by trade with the Department of Defense, and I have developed my own course on how to help someone deep dive into self-development, which I like to call self-work, because it doesn't sound as sterile as self-development or personal development. And what I'm going to be doing is helping people focus in a broad range of areas, because what I know, and I can say for certain, is that when you focus on yourself internally, self-work, it spills over to every area of your life. Meaning that if you're somewhat successful in any career, any part of your career, if you want to go to a higher level in whatever it is that you do, right? And if you're a leader on any level, you should always be investing in self-development. If you want to go further, better, higher in any area of your life, you should, and I hugely, strongly admonish you to look inward first. Deep dive on your self-development, your personal work, and I promise you that it will spill over to every area of your life that you're trying to elevate and you're trying to go higher in. I've seen it. I've seen it happen over and over again. Because what happens is we try to work ourselves to death in a particular area where we feel very strongly like, okay, we know we can do this well, or I can do this. I can work myself really hard in this area and I can achieve results. But there is no better investment that you will make outside of your own self. Growing your mindset, growing your belief system, growing how you operate, growing how you deal with people on a daily basis, how you communicate, your attitude, your spiritual support, your health and wellness, your time management, your goal setting, envisioning, like all of those things help you on a holistic level. And that's what I focus in on as a life coach. So I want to know if you have any particular questions on what life coaching is not, should be, what you would be interested in. Anybody have anything or any questions concerning life coaching? Anybody? So yeah, I know the word accountability is thrown around a lot, right? When you think about life coach, you think about, oh, okay, well, I'll have someone to hold me accountable. And yeah, that's true. I mean, your spouse could be holding you accountable, right? Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, or your husband, or even like your best friend, or you got that go-getter friend, right? But it's a little bit different when you invest in accountability with your finances, right? If you're investing in a life coach, what is it exactly? I went over it quite a bit already on this live. I'm going to save it. I'm going to make sure that anybody can access it after I finish this live. But accountability outside of, let's just say, your best friend, or you got a positive friend, or maybe like going to church. Those are all wonderful sources of inspiration and encouragement in your life. But when you invest in a life coach, that means that you're serious business. Like if you put your money where your mouth is, that means you're really trying to get somewhere specific and particular. And accountability through a life coach means that they might try to be kind with you because you are their client, you are their customer, but they're not going to play around with you. Like a life coach is not going to mince words. They have an intentional goal to get you from where you are to where you want to be, right? And a good life coach is not wanting you to depend on them for life. Like we're trying to get you to graduate from the program, graduate from needing a life coach in that particular area. So all of my clients, when they come to me with a need and they say, okay, Kim, this is what it is that I'm hiring you for, I am locked in, focused on what it is that they're hiring me for. If they get off track Don't worry, because I got you, because I'm going to bring you back on track, right? Because we have a goal here. We have a focus. You hired me for something, and that's what we're going to do. And that's the beauty of having a life coach. I am going to be hiring me a health and wellness coach because I need it at this particular point in my life. I am a vegan. I have a lot of things, good things that I am doing for my health and wellness. I'm super proud of myself for that. But I would love that accountability for somebody to say, okay, Kim, we have goals. Let's get it and go after it until I achieve it. Then that's the point of hiring a coach. They're not going to let you be lax and lazy and forget what your goal is, right? And the thing about it is that, listen, we have one life. Time, I wouldn't say, is on our side. You never know how long that you have here on this earth. So to waste it thinking, oh, I got time to get to this, or I got time, I'll get around to that when, I don't know, all the kids are out the house, or I have, some extra money that I don't want to waste, or, we waste money on all kinds of things, but in all actuality, there is no better investment than ourselves. Don't try to debate me on this. It is fully true. There is no better way to spend your money than internally. And some could even argue with me to say, okay, well, how about giving it to the poor or to the orphans and to those that are in more need? I'm all for that. I give to charity every single month. My thing is, if your mind is not to a place to where you can give, and if you have not worked on yourself internally enough to where you can give, then you know what I'm saying? It all ties back to you. It all ties back to you. That's why I say there's no better investment you could ever make in evolving to be your personal best self. And if you don't know what that is, and you've never pushed or challenged yourself to try to figure out what exactly is my vision of my best self, that would be the first thing I would do as a life coach. We're going to sit down and we're going to envision. We're going to do something what I like to call go backwards to go forward. It's a method I take my clients to. We first look at where you've been, right? Some people don't like to go backwards. Why you are the way you are. Why your thinking is the way it is. Where did you adopt that from? Are there some things from your past that is helpful to you to take forward? But are there some things from your past that you really, really need to let go of? Right? And nobody has challenged you to do that up until this point in your life, right? We're going to do that. And then if you've never figured out in life what would help you be your best self to fulfill your fullest potential, well, then I'm going to give you some challenges to that too. What are some things that would be good for you to grab hold of? What are some ways that you can grab hold to joy and peace and success? What does success look like to you? These are things that life coaches will challenge you on. A lot of things we don't think about because all we have is our own thinking, our own mind. But what about if you had two? You had someone that's going to challenge you in your thinking, right? I absolutely love what I do in the life coaching field, because when I see my clients get that aha moment, they're like, oh, I didn't even think about it like that. Oh, yeah, let me do that. Oh, that's what I live for. That's what I love in the life coaching field. And I remember times in my own life where I wish I had someone that took me by the hand and said, okay, Kim, you're stuck. You might not see or realize that you're stuck, but you're stuck. So let's go. I'm taking you by the hand and we're going forward. However, I figured it out and I did all kinds of different things. And I am a wealth of knowledge through podcasts, and I've taken a gamut of courses through the Department of DoD, and I've read books, and I've listened to YouTube inspirational videos from everybody from Les Brown to so many different pastors and so many different inspirational thought leaders. And I have my favorite, social media accounts, and my brain, I like to learn and research. So my brain is swarming with all those things, as well as my life experience. And I've taken it and I've packaged it and I said, okay, God, how can I use it to help others, to bless others? I have prayed over my business, and I've prayed for anyone that the Lord sends to me as a client for me to be able to help them. And I fully know that I can. So I think that's all I have. I see people popping on and off. Is there anything anyone wants to say or ask? Yes, watch the replay. T? Yes. And if there are any more questions outside of this video, don't be afraid to DM me. If you have my phone number, of course, you can text or call. But I get quite a few questions in my messages. I'm so happy that people feel comfortable enough to ask me. That's what I'm here for. I'm all for answering any questions that you have. And I think that's it. So I'm going to jump off. I hope you guys have had a great Black Friday. I hope you continue to have a wonderfully blessed weekend. Don't forget to shine your light wherever you go. Let God use you to bless others. Even those that are not kind to you, you continue to shine your light and be kind to them. You're only responsible for your actions and what you do and how you treat people. So be proud of how you treat people and be able to lay down at night saying, okay, I was God's representative and I did well today. Have a blessed one, friends. Until next time, be blessed.